gets me excited, what gets Casey excited, is when we can have a real impact, like a significant impact. And we met with this family the other day who had sat down with several financial advisors, and they decided that they wanted to roll over their 401k. They had retired in the previous year. They were ready to start taking some supplemental income. And while we were going through the process, I reached out to the plan administrator and just started asking some basic questions. And through that process, we realized that they owned some of their 401k was in company stock. And this is something we see from time to time. But soon as that light bulb went off in my head, and I asked the gentleman on the other end of the line if they allowed for net unrealized appreciation. NUA is an acronym that's thrown around sometimes. And he said, well, yeah, they can do that. Their cost basis is $45,000. I said, well, how much is the current value of the stock? And he said, well, it's 275-ish. It's like, okay, so there's company stock. He paid $45,000 for it. It's worth $275,000. That means that there's unrealized appreciation. There's growth there of $230,000, which it had taken 20, 25, 30 years for that stock to accumulate to that point. But here's a neat opportunity where during the rollover process, they could potentially roll that stock out to a brokerage account, not to a traditional IRA like you would normally do. But what this would do is get it out of a 401k and get it into a after-tax bucket. And by doing that, we're going to pay taxes on the $45,000, which was the original cost basis, his original investment. Pay taxes on that. Now, it's taxed as ordinary income, which is in this scenario really good because they quit working years prior. So now they're in a very low tax environment. So he's able to pay taxes on $45,000, but now he's got $275,000 that's outside of his 401k. That really helps him in this scenario because that's no longer going to be counted as part of his required minimum distribution. And as they liquidate that stock, they may be able to take advantage of an opportunity where they pay zero taxes in federal long-term capital gains because if they keep their income below $79,750, then capital gains rates are zero. So this is a scenario where he could potentially pay zero taxes on $230,000. I mean, that's going to save him $34,000 in taxes. So that's a huge impact. Those are the sorts of situations where you get a hug when they leave the room rather than just a high five. But we're all looking for little ways that we can improve our tax situation. I think as Americans, of course, we want to pay our fair share in taxes. But at the end of the day, it's about what you know and some of these little known areas of the tax code that you can end up saving tens of thousands of dollars. And that's real exciting. I know taxes are really boring, but this is something that we get really excited about. And who wouldn't get excited about saving $30,000 in taxes? So just a fun story there.